Sri Aurobindo thought that the Indian culture has sufficient dynamic qualities to save the world. Do you agree to his point of view? This was a question asked in IGNOU term and examinations in June 2009. Question number 1 of bit 1. Let us discuss. India is basically the land of spirituality. In Indian culture, more importance is given to the spiritual well-being of a man than his body and mind. Western culture gives more attention to the physical needs and the mind. Sri Aurobindo starts by stating how a culture or civilization can be defined. He says, a true happiness in this world is the right terrestrial aim of man, and true happiness lies in the finding and maintenance of a natural harmony of spirit, mind, and body. Aurobindo further states, a culture, a society, or country which ignores the spiritual aspect of one's personality can never attain perfection. The society based on materialistic outlook can never give true happiness or spiritual joy to its people. So people lead a discontented and unhappy life, even with a variety of comfortable things. They possess every comfortable thing within their reach, but there is no true happiness or spiritual joy. The main essence of life, that is true or spiritual happiness, is missing from their life. A lot of material things cannot give them spiritual joy, therefore, they are unhappy and discontented. This is the difference between Indian and Western cultures. Indian culture gives more importance to the realization of spirit. The notion of progress is spiritual in India. It makes India distinct and unique. Aurobindo Ghosh states that a human being possesses at least three levels of being: the physical, the mental, and the spiritual. For real happiness, we must have natural harmony between these three levels. In the Western world, spiritual aspect is almost missing. There is no natural harmony between these three levels, and we find unhappiness, discontentment, and a gloomy and bleak atmosphere there. Without spiritual happiness, a human being can never be happy and satisfied with his life. The people remain restless, looking the peace of mind and spiritual joy in absence of spiritual happiness. Western people think that the materialistic comfort can give them happiness and progress. It is an absurd thinking that whole Europe is distraught on the verge of spiritual bankruptcy, afflicted with internal strife and corruption. They accept material progress as source of happiness, which is a wrong notion and proves disastrous in their personal life. They hanker after wealth, power, and give no importance to human values. This has resulted in too much selfish, greedy, and in the policy of self-aggrandizement. They pursue war policy, subdue people, and indulge in all type of violence and aggression. They treat human being as soulless skeletons or machines. Certainly, this can never bring them true happiness. After that, Sri Aurobindo tries to sum up distinctive features of Indian civilization. The realization of spirit and self is the most important thing for Indians. They led a life devoted to human values. Long ago, the best minds of India discovered that it was very difficult to sustain life on this subcontinent. They lived on fruits and roots. They lived in harmony with culture. They lived in forests and devoted themselves to find eternal truths. Most of the time and energy could be devoted to self realization and to sadhana. He desired that India should play the role of world guru. Several other people also think that if the world is to be saved, the light has to come from India. Fusey Guruji, the well known Japanese saint, also believed that only India can save the world from chaos. Aurobindo also feels that aggressive spirituality of Indian civilization and culture can save the world from present day crises, conflicts, and violence. We too agree with Aurobindo that Indian civilization can serve a beacon light to the Western world and rest of the humanity. The modern world has become so materialistic that human values are totally left behind somewhere. It has dried the springs of human values that he behaves in most immoral and corrupt way. There is no love for cultural heritage, idealism, or noble deeds. We can lead the world to right spiritual path by spiritualizing our lives. Indian civilization is still well known for its moral and spiritual values. Indian people are still religious minded, tolerant, human, and are best examples of self sacrifice for the sake of idealism. They are devoted followers of Dharma, which leads them to spiritual progress and contentment. Indian history is full of instances when people gave up homely comforts and renounced the physical pleasures. Prince Siddharth, Mahatma Gandhi, Lord Rama are the people who gave up comfortable life either to attain knowledge or to give happiness to others. So for Indians, the most important thing is moral values, spiritualism, and universal brotherhood. These ideals can save the world from destruction. It can lead to uplifting of spirit and make the world a safe place to live in. That's all, viewers. Thank you very much. Please like and subscribe for our next videos. Thank you.